All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sonic Heroes Tool-Assisted Speedrun Showcase. First things first, let's introduce ourselves. My name's Malleo, and I made this task alongside our co-author.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tales98. I'm the co-author of this task.
And we have our two commentators with us.
I am JustLemres.
Hello, I'm CriticalCyd.
So this is actually the only tool-assisted speedrun being shown off at this Games Done Quick event. So I first just want to take a second to explain what a TAS is if you're not familiar. So look, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes in speedruns. We're only human. But what if you weren't? Or at least, what would it look like if you didn't make mistakes? What if you weren't limited to your reaction time, could press inputs as fast and as precisely as you wanted? That's what TASs try to demonstrate and answer. TASs are just a demonstration of what it would look like to play the game as fast as theoretically possible. And this is done by slowing down the game in an emulator, using save states to rewind time, and sometimes using scripts to automate input sequences. One important distinction to make, TASs are not competing against human speedruns and are not meant to be compared to them. But to learn more about TASs, you can visit tasvideos.org. In essence, it's just for showcasing what the theoretical limit to a speedrun could be. I may be biased, but I think that this is going to be one heck of a showcase because of how fast-paced this task is. However, this task is so fast-paced that I'd actually like to warn viewers who are susceptible to motion sickness or are photosensitive. That being said, lastly, if you do miss the run, an encode for this is available on YouTube from both my channel and Tally's channels. You can just search for Sonic Heroes TAS and you'll find us. So with that all out of the way, are you three ready to get started?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
All good.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's blast through with Sonic speed.
Yeah. And once the first stage starts loading up, we'll have Tallies start to explain one of the first tricks that you'll see throughout the entirety of the run.
Yeah. So, a very basic mechanic of this game is switching characters. There are speed characters, which in Team Sonic is Sonic himself. There is the flying character Tails and the power character Knuckles. And we normally want to build speed with Sonic by using his kick ability, but his kick ability has a lot of cooldown. But we can avoid this cooldown by switching to Tails and back to Sonic. And that's what we're gonna use throughout the whole run to build up speed. And in conjunction, by combining that with Knuckles Triangle Dive, we can extend the speed by crossing large gaps, such as to skip this bobsled trigger right now. We are currently running in an area that we are not supposed to. And back there, you also saw a manipulation of the loop speed. By homing attack near the ledge of the loop, we could exploit the automated section by extending the homing attack to a larger distance. So as we progress to the later part of the stage, we'll notice that we will not skip this second bobsled. That's because the collision floor right here is actually not solid. Because in the first one, there are other teams that could run in that area, but that not happens with this section. And right here, we'll abuse loop speed once again to finish the stage.
That is one of the wackiest looking tricks. That and
Yeah.
kick excelling, those two are my favorite mechanics in this game. We'll see another mechanic in the next stage that I think beats these ones.
So welcome to
probably the
Sonic
most
Heroes
broken one.
Tassing.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sonic Heroes.
And we only got a C for that, unfortunately. You'll see that throughout the rest of the test. It doesn't always give us the best rating.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think with
because
this game-
rating... sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because the reason for this game, its rating system is based off of how many enemies you destroy, how many rings you collect, and how good you do on the stage. If you do just time, you're gonna get about as average as you'd expect because you did none of the other things you need to do.
Yep, exactly. Right here, we did once again a loop speed to cross a large gap, and we had enough speed to bypass a door. We're gonna do this again right here, basically by keeping this large speed that we have, we can easily go through all those doors. by switching to Tails in a very specific location. Right here we will see a very common trick in this TAS called the bop boost. Basically by making Sonic detach from the flight formation of Tails, and by placing a wall between Tails and Sonic, we can manipulate the game to try to make Sonic reach Tails so quickly that we end up blazing through the stage in whatever direction the wall is. So we use that to skip the last portion of the stage.
To put it into perspective, that trick normally, when a human does it, takes you to about the end of the turtle section, give or take, with Team Sonic. So that kind of happened by freak accident, where it just completely ended up in the rock chase.
Yeah. In Egg Hawk, you might have noticed that we killed the boss very quickly. That's because we managed to get Tails or Sonic stuck in Eggman's hitbox while we punched with Knuckles. That's actually kind of consistent in real time, but we kind of got lucky to get this in the run itself. So,
yeah, what Revo, what another run of this game, Revo, looked into about it. Apparently, it's like when you fire dunk on a certain frame when you attack him, it just does like colossal damage to Eggman, and that can actually be done RTA if you know the frame of when to attack. And we managed to find that by accident in the test.
Yeah, that turned out incredible. So to start off Grand Metropolis, once we gain control here, we can use something called the light dash cancel. So if you're near a ring with Sonic, you can press B. He'll start dashing towards the ring at an instant speed of 15 units per frame. And if you swap to Tails, it doesn't reduce Sonic's speed, so we can instantly jump to 15 units per frame and then keep kicking. And for reference, that's about half of the game's speed cap. You saw we got level 1 Sonic by passing over top of the checkpoint. And level 2 Sonic there. We're actually going to try to get level 3 Sonic because he's going to activate poles a little bit faster by just dashing in the air and not using his tornado ability. And as you saw back there and here as well, we can use some bop boosts just to get ourselves through the stage a little bit faster.
The fact that they are clipping through all of these doors, by the way, it just shows just how crazy the amount of speed that you can build with this TAS technique is, because these are not usually doors we clip through. They're very hard to get enough speed to clip through.
Sorry for that camera back there. That's one area in particular where the camera is really irritating. And this we bop boost again, but when we get to the end, for some reason, I think that wall being there like near the goal ring, when we collide with the wall, it redirects all of our forward speed into downward speed, so we fall at the speed cap instantaneously. We never got that to happen in any other stage, for whatever reason, but cool. I guess we'll take it on this stage.
This TAS is just full of happy accidents. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love the doors in these two stages because like every door in this game in each zone has like their own amount of hitboxes, with these stages having some of the worst ones, and just seeing them all get clipped through just feels so good.
Mm-hmm. The gimmick for this stage, you'll see sometimes we have to kill enemies in order for these I don't know what you call them, the holographic like paths going upwards.
Just gates.
I'm sorry?
I just call them gates.
Okay. Yeah, we have to open up the gates by killing some of the enemies here. And yeah, so sometimes like that, we have enough speed, just pass straight through a normally solid barrier. And we're going to start heading over to the first of 2 auto-scroller sections in this stage. So we're just going to fool around, show off some funny mechanics, things like that. Hang off the side of the elevator, why not? We got no time to waste, we just have to stay on for, 20 seconds or so.
Basically, the only important thing on the elevator is that you kill the enemies in time. And to do that, he gets level 2 Tails early on in the stage. At level 2, Tails' attack, the Thunder Shoot, starts to do damage. Normally it doesn't. And at level 1, it actually bounces to other enemies as well, instead of stunning your character. So with that, he could just easily destroy the enemies before the elevator stops. Also, the fact that you can still manage to abuse Knuckles' glide and all of the speed so much in this very vertical stage is crazy.
And another
Beautiful.
elevator.
Another elevator. So I think maybe some donations during the elevator. Not a lot of downtime, so maybe now.
All right. I think I got a few for you here.
Hang on, we got a desync, I think.
Oh no, we're good. We're good.
No, we're good.
Oh,
we're
you
good.
can continue.
Okay. I'll trust you on it. Let's take a $1,000 donation we've got here from LHC. TAS Hype! I also have a $50 donation from Elegant Fugue. Shoutouts to the marble with the screaming TASbot inside it. And $100 from Ziggy Bull, donating during the Sonic Heroes TAS because I still think this game's soundtrack is a jam.
Oh yeah.
So we're
So then
getting
we're
we're getting near the end of the stage here. It's just a little bit of vertical climbing again. You'll also see when we get to the very top and we go off of the last spring, we actually don't gain height afterwards. We actually stick to the floor somehow. We'll see it right here. That saves maybe like a third of a second. I forget.
Yeah, roughly that.
It has something to do with the floor's collision, I believe. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But
It's a very odd formality of like a one-sided collision,
yeah.
from what I know.
All right, so every other boss in this game, if you're not aware, it alternates between an Eggman fight and a team fight. Team being like referring to either Team Dark, Team Rose, Team Chaotix, the other characters that you can play as in the game. So for this boss, we're going to be fighting Team Rose, and make sure you don't blink because the fight's already over. So. So we can just thunder shoot with Tails that stuns all of them, knocks them back. And then I think we used Sonic's tornado ability to stun them, and then they just plummet downward. Fun fact too, in some versions of the game, I know the US version does this, and I think the Japanese version too. If you stand still and don't press any button on the controller, you'll win the fight automatically. They will fall off on their own.
That's the PAL version.
Oh, it's PAL. Okay.
Yeah.
It happens on all of them, but on PAL it's the fastest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
On American, I think it's like 30 seconds, and JP it's like 35, I think.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. So these next two stages are based on pinball tables, and one important thing about the tables is that when you switch characters while on a pinball table, you actually snap to the other character's position. So if we manipulate Tails to get slingshot to the top of the stage while we switch to him, and we can do this by punching and doing Knuckles' abilities to slingshot Tails, we can basically skip large portions of the stage by going over the top of the level.
Yeah, good luck explaining everything that happened in that stage and the amount of time it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Honestly, even a long-winded explanation still isn't enough time.
Ooh.
I will say we have better explanations on YouTube if anybody wants some more clarification on things we're doing in here.
Yeah, we also have the TAS video submission, so if you want more details on those tricks, I think that's a good source. So as we progress through Bingo Highway, you see another pinball table where we are gonna do a very similar trick, but instead of going up with Tails, we want him to go down. So we let him fall by the side of the pinball table by triangle diving with Knuckles, and we're just waiting and moving Tails as we hit the spring over and over again. So when we get to switch to Tails by doing this punch with Knuckles, we'll get right here, which conveniently is pretty close to the end of the stage.
Yeah, he's pretty much in
we
the
have to
sky
fall
right
for a
now
while.
and landing all the way to the goal ring, because the stage is a very downward stage, because I mean it's a pinball stage, and you're pretty much landing all the way to where the goal ring is.
Yeah, the funny thing is, this is actually a strategy that we have similar stuff of things we can do like as human, but they still manage to like get like another extra 30 seconds off of it just by being able to have perfect positions, dodge all of the kill planes, use this faster falling state of Tails. It's pretty crazy.
And to end it, we get a bingo too, because why not? Might as well.
Run
two
that
bingos in
unless you
fact.
get a bingo.
Good
Exactly.
measure, no?
Crazy.
Yeah, that is definitely one of the weirder mechanics in this game. And sadly,
Yeah.
we won't see it later because this is the only instance where we had those pinball tables.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that every few stages have different mechanics, so we can show off a lot of different things throughout the run.
Yeah, each zone has each need. Oh wait, yeah, this too.
Oh yeah, this cutscene seems normal.
Yeah,
Just a regular cutscene.
It's fine.
You know?
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Why not have some fun while you can?
Yep. So while the cutscene loads, there's actually one frame where you can action and input. So if you kick in that one frame, you can gain control during the cutscene. And that effect of the floating heads happens because the heads are detached from the rest of the body.
Yeah, they have two different models. Their game model and their cutscene model, and the cutscene models are set to be in those positions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
And
for
for
the
the
actual
boss-
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We have to manipulate the level ups that we get from the enemies, because we need level 2 Tails and level 3 Knuckles to kill enemies faster. So we manipulated the level up drops from the other enemies, so the next waves are as quick as possible.
Yeah, with the level ups, there's like a couple of ways where you can get them. Previously, we've just been getting them by fixed methods, like pickups throughout the stage and hitting a checkpoint in a certain formation, which will give you a level up. In this stage, we only have enemies, so the only way to get level ups is to defeat 5 enemies, then a level up will drop for one of the 2 formations that you're not in when you destroy it. And since it's a task, we could just manipulate to get perfect luck. So, easy peasy.
Yep.
I say we. I didn't do anything. This is all Malleo until he's.
Yeah.
I'm just here enjoying it.
It's okay, we're supervisors.
Sure.
I don't know,
yeah.
Tails. How do you feel about this?
Robots is the same as breaking them.
We still have no clue what that means. We think that's a localization issue. I have no idea what that metaphor is supposed to mean.
I actually checked
Yeah.
before the run. Because he usually says, building robots is hard, but so is breaking them. That's what he's meaning to say.
Okay, that makes more sense.
All right.
So
So
Yeah,
while
go ahead.
the previous stages mechanics were pinball tables, in these 2 next stages, the main mechanic is rails. So to speed up on rails, we switch back and forth from Sonic and Knuckles instead of Sonic and Tails, but it's very similar to CriticalCyd. And right here we set up a very nice bop boost, because right as we land from it, we get in a very nice position to set up for a second bop boost with these
without
enemies
even landing. Yeah.
without even landing. And that brings us right above the goal ring.
It doesn't matter how many times I see that setup. It's disgusting. It is gross. It's
It really
illegal.
is.
It's just,
No,
illegal, yeah.
I completely understand.
oh, it's such a good setup. Yeah, bop boosting from here on out gets it's getting
It
even
gets
more
crazier.
powerful.
Yeah.
Exactly.
As the stages
It's
get
amazing.
bigger, the more we can make use of bot boosts.
And the more time we spend falling.
That
I
is.
just want to say how much I love these bop boost tasks have inspired a bunch of RTA runners to find new ones ever since we've showcased this, because there has been a lot more showings of bot boost ever since a lot of these.
Well,
And it's really nice
including
to have
you
them
for this
RTA now.
upcoming stage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say that this is a very nice example of that.
I guess
we're
I can
gonna
give
use
context for this one if you want. So this stage has each section in chunks, and they go to the right of where we are. And I had thought, okay, let's try skipping to the next area and save a few seconds. We actually surpassed where we were going to go We actually just go straight to the end of the stage. We go from a regular bot boost, and oh, whoopsie doopsie, we ended up finding one that saves over like 2.5 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. The only thing about this stage is that that last cannon is cycle based, so we're not able to save any time there unless we get to an earlier cycle, which is, I would say, unlikely, but knowing this game, I think it could happen.
I think you'd
It's a
have
handful
to
of
find
seconds,
fast,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to find a faster way to get to the robot, I think, because setting up the robot just takes time. The robot ain't gonna move faster for you.
Yeah, that's true.
But my reaction when I found how close I was to the end, I was like,
Sonic, look!
oh, hello.
Hello.
I still remember when we freaked out when we found the Ocean Palace bot boost and got it all the way to
Oh
the
my
end.
god.
Oh, that was so good, yeah. So this box, Egg Albatross, has 3 phases. We use Knuckles to kill all of them, but we set up different tricks for each phase. In the second phase, we had to manipulate the boss so Sonic would go back to us after we punched with Knuckles. So we got a very fast kill with all these tricks.
Eggman, you'll never
I
beat
I
us.
strive to try to do that body phase RTA sometimes. I really wish you could make it that easy.
It's
Like, it
really
can be
difficult.
that
When we
easy,
were working
but
on it, I
God.
remember that taking a while to get down.
Yeah.
All right, so you're not going to want to blink here. So right off the bat, we're going to do a light dash cancel to instantly jump our speed again up to 15 units per frame.
Got it.
And then, yeah, we're going to use loop speed here. And this is going to take us a little bit further on the stage, and we're going to chain this into a bot boost. And now we're falling to the goal ring.
And remember Rook Canyon? This is basically his friend. They're very similar.
One donation while we fall, maybe? Something like that?
Yeah, I think I can manage that. Let's take a $10,000 donation we've got in from the Yeti.
Ow.
Hey.
Hey, y'all, Yeti here. I love me some TAS runs. Leave it to robots to break games with maximum efficiency. Sonic Heroes! We wanted to take a second and give a huge shout out to all of the incredible artists who helped us out for this event. Drew, Mark, Kevin, Mikoto, Jenny, Byron, Logan, Tiffany, Jamie, Sam, JMV, Zone, Chris, Natasha, Miski, and LLK. Thanks for sharing your craft.
All right.
Yeah, so sorry, I meant to say this on this stage instead of the last one. Light dash cancel right here. Now we instantly jump speed. And we're going to keep making sure we use uneven collision to gain height. We can use loop speed here to land very, very precisely right on the edge of the last floating platform there. That took us several days to do. That was really, really
That took a while. It took a while.
And we're going to
It
keep
looks
bouncing
so
around,
good.
trying to maintain height as we glide to conserve speed.
The movement in this stage is so beautiful.
Yeah.
I know.
Pop boost.
Oh yeah, the next leg.
Number 1 there. And we can chain that into a second pop boost. And, okay, now we're getting chased by an alligator. So we gotta run away. So I'm not sure if that bot boost is RTA, but I think at the time, this was kind of like a new discovery. We didn't expect to be able to get around some of the invisible walls that are in that area. But yeah, we were able to skip about like halfway through the alligator section.
Yeah, another very interesting thing about that last bot boost is that we always believed that we could only get bot boost from the ground as we landed from a flight, but we actually managed to get that bot boost set up while in the air. So that was a very interesting find as well.
All right, so if you remember the order, right, alternating Eggman fights and team fights. We have another team fight here, and it's gonna go about the same way. So don't blink.
What was with that hedgehog that looked like my twin?
All right, let's start. Okay, bye. Bye, Team Dark. See ya.
Seen in a while.
So we just Thundershoot with Tails that knocks him back, and that's about it. And then just to look cool, we fall into the water, such that we get credit for completing the boss fight 1 frame before we would have died in the water, I believe. So,
Like it's time neutral.
Yep.
Okay, so Hang Castle. I would say that this is like one of my favorite stages of this run. It's so good. So we'll start building speed as normal with light speed cancel and kick axles. And in this stage we have to go through a lot of teleporters. Although it might be possible to skip some of the teleporters, it is kind of hard because they usually move you to a very far portion of the stage instead of flipping the stage upside down. So there's not much we can do, at least in the start of the stage. But as we progress to later parts of the level, we can abuse that the stage is more closed, and we can skip to a later teleporter. And we'll build up speed with Tails and Sonic once again to set up another pop boost. And proceed to the end section of the stage.
God, the set up pop boost feels good to me.
Yeah.
Don't blink at the end here either.
Oh yeah, do not blink.
You're going to see the goal ring for a
It's
total
so
of
good.
4 frames, I believe. I hope you caught those 4 frames.
Did you see it?
I caught 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that last section is another section with happy accidents, because we got to clip through one of those small slopes that exist during our path, but somehow we did not manage to clip through the other ones, even though we tried like brute forcing a lot of inputs. So, well, at least we got one, I guess.
Need a little bit of time, so yeah, take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
here,
one of my
Mystic
favorite
mentioned.
stages.
I have things to say about the stage, because this is an inside stage. You're inside a mansion. There should not be bot boosts here. This should not happen.
Can't stop us.
I am upset. But yeah, they sure did manage to find a bot boost off of the ghost.
Luigi,
they did great.
Luigi's Mansion TAS is a lot different than I remember.
Yeah, and that skips like a bobsled, many teleporters, and we even managed to go through Team Dark section of the stage and hit the bobsled trigger from below instead of from the normal Team Sonic's path. But now we merged our normal path again.
Yeah, it's interesting how they kind of kept the object layout for Team Dark section and Team Sonic when most areas in the game don't really have that. So it's really nice that that's there because it saves you time.
Yep.
You're not supposed to be in that area, but I mean, we're taskers. We make the rules, you know? So we felt like going there, so we made it happen.
Absolutely beautiful.
And right after this bobsled, we're gonna use Knuckles to kill all these 3 enemies very quickly to release the teleporter. And proceed to the last section of the stage, where we're gonna do a unique trick to clip through this cage with Knuckles fireballs, because Knuckles fireballs have a kind of unique collision box where it tries to push the characters away from the ball itself, so we could use that to get pushed inside the teleporter cage. And that skips like a very large portion of that aiming section.
Yeah, because basically the fireballs are like also not only pushing you through the box, but also pushes the orb out, so it kind of lets you hit it. Also, another completely normal cutscene here.
Yep. Yeah, same thing as Robot Carnival.
I think that cutscene
Because why not?
that's my favorite. I like that more than the Robot Carnival one, personally.
Yeah, Sonic
do
running like that's
appreciate-
so good.
Yeah.
I do
man gets
appreciate
mad at the
Knuckles
end.
just looking into your eyes like that.
Yeah, so right here we also have to manipulate our level ups, just like Robot Carnival. Here we actually need level 2 Sonic because of these gold turtles. And after that we're gonna get level 2 Tails and level 3 Knuckles for the next waves. And killing those gold turtles with level 2 Sonic is actually very precise, like way more precise than it looks like.
Yeah, you should not normally ever like do that.
Yeah.
Like if you have level 3, sure, then the wind physics flip the turtle and after that destroy it, sure. But level 2, you have to hit him right on the head. Oh yeah. We can
Also-
click through these cages, by the way, if we wanted to. It just doesn't spawn the next robot wave. So,
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention.
Yeah.
You can click through, but you're soft locked unless you die.
The phases don't progress unless you defeat all the enemies in said cycles. So if you just go through, well, have fun over here. Because if you could just clip through everything and to get to the end, this boss would be like 20, 30 seconds.
The mechanic here that hasn't really shown up before is the Team Blast, and the Team Blast insta-kills everything. However, usually, since it's a task, we kill stuff way faster than the Team Blast would be able to. This is a pretty long animation. In that particular phase, however, the robots just kind of gradually fall, and by the time the Team Blast ends, it's exactly the right timing, where it just is. And then there's this. This is like the cooldown effect of the Team Blast, where Sonic has his Lightspeed attack, where he also instantly kills everything. And I love that strat, and it turns out to actually be faster RTA as well. Long
And you saw at the end there too, if you triple punch with Knuckles and he slams the ground, it actually shakes the cutscene that Eggman's in, so it's a funny little effect that we got to keep in.
I love that.
Trying to shake him out of his
Very bright
his seat.
move for a
Yeah.
genius.
All right, so remember how we said that bot boosts are going to keep getting crazier and crazier later in the run? You're going to start seeing that if it wasn't apparent yet. Right when you see the intro of this stage, maybe you'll get an idea of why exactly that is. Gimmick of this stage is there's going to be a bunch of floating airships. We're going to have to progress from one to the other, reach 2 battleships and blow them up, and then that completes the stage. So, yeah, everything's in the open air, and that leaves a lot of interesting possibilities for bot boost. So the only question is when are we going to do the first one? And the answer is right when we start falling here. There's a
Literally
cannon,
our first interaction.
and we're going to intentionally get shot by the cannon, run into the fireball, and that sets up a bot boost. So I think we skip maybe 1 or 2 ships. I'm not sure. Just get to the end of the one ship.
Yeah.
Chain that into another bot boost, and now this was very, very precise. We had to time everything correctly, and we could just barely land back up by the propeller, which takes us into an auto scroller section.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we'll make
it
our way
actually
towards the next
took us-
battleship.
Yeah, it actually took us like way longer than I expected to get that second bot boost to work, but
Oh,
it
yeah.
was very satisfying when it actually did.
They have to do like a very, very specific flight trick there as well, to like where Tails goes wee and he boosts upwards. But
Yeah.
if you just kind of like do that right as the meter runs out, then you get like a really big boost from it. And without that, yeah, they would not have made it. Nice kickoff of the propeller there, by the way. Ooh, these bounces.
Nice use of uneven collision, just bounce right off that, skip a very, very large section.
That's
of the
so
ship.
satisfying.
I forgot that happened.
good.
That's one battleship blown up. We got to do one more, and then that's the end of the stage. We actually haven't seen this mechanic yet. These giant fans. This is where you're supposed to use Knuckles' triangle dive ability, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Because you can build height with it. But I'm pretty sure this is like the first time we've seen it. That's the normal intended way to use that ability. And right after that, you know, why not? Let's do another bot boost.
Just light
right
dash
under the
into
goal
it.
ring.
Oh,
Right above
dash
the goal
into
ring.
Oh, you're right.
Now, one interesting thing I want to point out is that when the cutscene starts, there's a certain frame where you can use Team Blast, and if you do so, it cuts off the in-game timer 2 seconds early, and as a result, the entire stage goes black. Some collision is still there. So technically, you can do this on the first battleship, but I believe there's certain things missing that prevent you from actually
You can't do
traversing
it.
through the
You
rest.
can't you can't use the action button, basically. You can't thunder shoot. You also can't fly, I believe, with Tails. You can just jump.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. Very, very strange.
Also, fans don't actually, like, blow upwards. They're just kind of like floors.
Okay. So, you know, continuing the theme of very, like, open air stages, this one's going to see a lot of bot boosts. Start one right off here. This just saves a couple seconds from, you know, dashing from platform to platform. Instead of using these rails here, we're actually just going to, rails and poles, we're just going to fly with Tails. Head down here, and you guessed it, we're going to use a cannon to set up another bot boost. And we're going to fall for a little bit. And, I mean, you can see just from what you saw below, this entire stage is it's going down vertically, but it's all in a straight line. So we only have to keep bot boosting in one direction. And so long as we do that, we keep getting closer to the goal ring.
Yeah, it's like if you were said we couldn't do bot boost in Power Plant, I think Final Fortress and Eggley kind of make up for it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not quite at the goal ring yet, so let's do another bot boost. And here we actually got 2 walls in between Tails and Sonic. We had 1 wall in between them, and then I went further and we got another wall in between them, and that actually caused us to extend our bot boost out a little bit further. So normally you wouldn't be able to reach the goal ring by just doing a normal bot boost there. But since we managed to get a lot more distance, we are able to just land on top of the goal ring now. And normally there's an animation that happens where you blow up the Eggman head here, but you can just fall right through it. Nobody thought
it has no
that
collision.
you'd have to program collision there.
Why bother? We're not supposed to get there ever.
It won't happen. Nobody's going to find a way to break this game.
Yeah.
now.
Exactly.
No problem.
Unbreakable game.
And we got a D, even though we absolutely blazed through that run. So, oh well. So we're approaching the last boss now for the Team Sonic piece of the game. Right off the bat, we want to set up a certain attack technique for this boss, and we're going to do that by leveling Tails up to level 2. We're going to do that first by dashing forward, have one of our characters go off the ramp and grab one of the balloons that has the Tails level up in it. We're going to turn back around, get another level up for Tails, and then we'll end up attacking Egg Emperor by using Tails' Thunder Shoot ability to send Sonic and Knuckles towards the Egg Emperor. They will lock onto him and stay there even if we don't press anything. So while that's happening, we can actually end input early and fall to our death. The death cutscene is interrupted by the boss end screen. So yeah, this was just a nice way. The way that task timing works, it's from first input up until final input. And time can be now. Sorry, I didn't give much of a heads up for that. Yeah, so since task timing ends on last input, we were able to cut time off a lot earlier than you normally would be able to. One other thing, just for a little bit of the lore, I guess. If you notice, all the Eggman fights, Egg, Hawk, Egg, Albatross, they're both animals, right? Hawk, Albatross.
Don't say it.
Egg Emperor is supposed to be an Emperor penguin.
Nope.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Nope.
I think it's
I
part
mean,
of
he has
the
the
lore.
whiskers
see
on.
that.
He's got the whiskers.
Yeah.
Nope, I'm in denial. It's not a penguin.
I think it is. So
Amber, you will never able to be to convince me that it's a penguin. No.
That's why he doesn't fly. He just floats.
yeah,
Oh.
that was Sonic Heroes. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understand that maybe I was biased, but maybe there's still some truth to it. I think this was a really good showcase. I don't normally work on TASs for Sonic games, but I'm really glad that Tally's kind of took me under his wing, and we got to work on this together. This was a ton of fun to work on.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it was a very nice project. I would like to mention that although we did this project with a small team, we are always open with for other testers or speedrunners to help us out. So if you want to get involved with it, reach us out in Discord or Twitch, and we would be happy to get you involved with the project.
Remember, there's 3 other teams to TAS.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
So yeah, I guess last thing, yeah, if you want to learn more about TASes, be sure to visit tasvideos.org. If you think they're interesting, try them out. It's a little scary to try to get started working on a TAS for the first time, but just do it, just try it. It's a fun little, I don't know, it's a bit different from normal speedrunning. I enjoy it, and you might too. So, unless anybody has any other comments, I think that's it from us.
I wanted to add in, and if you wanted to see this game speedrun normally from RTA, we also have our own community Discord for Sonic Heroes who would like to join. A bunch of channels for both PC and console, since the games are technically different in terms of the speedrun. So if you'd like to join and see more of that, feel free to join.
Great. So yeah, thank
It's a
you
lot
GDQ
slower
so much
though,
for having
so
us.
sorry. Or, and the human hands and stuff, it's a lot slower, unfortunately. Yeah, thanks GDQ.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Taz Crew, so much for that. That was game-breaking, or at least very heavily game-bending. All right, I've got a couple of donations I want to catch up on here from that run. I had $5 come in from Gina-chan. When the GDQ schedule comes out each event, I always immediately look for Sonic Heroes. It's one of my all-time favorite games, and I just had to donate. We also had $25 from PuppyCat915. This task brings Gotta Go Fast to a whole new level. And Brandt sent in $100. Sonic Heroes is one of my favorite games and is a huge inspiration for me as a game developer. Seeing it run by a TAS is way past cool. Happy 30th, Sonic. Happy 30th indeed. All right. We are going to take a quick break for a word from one of our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Yeah, because where I was just talking to somebody about how like 90% of my t-shirt wardrobe now is from the Yeti and these events. It's funny how that works out. Hey, everybody. You are still with us here at Summer Games Done Quick 2021 Online. I am Mr. Game and Shout. We're going to hang out a little bit as we get ready for an upcoming interview. I'm going to get caught up on some donations as well. I have a $15 donation here from Kieros. So wait, let me get this straight. We get to watch Celeste, followed by a Sonic TAS, followed by 2 arcade games and Breath of the Wild. How is a Friday afternoon schedule this good allowed? I don't know how it slipped through, but it's the magic of GDQ, my friend. We make it happen here. And I've got word we are ready to go now with that interview. So I am going to send you over to the one, the only, the fruitiest Kung Fu Fruit Cup with Johnny Boomer, the runner for our upcoming Breath of the Wild run. Take it away, my friends.
Well, thank you once again, Mr. Game and Shout. You are fantastic. Hello, everyone. I'm sure you all know, but we are watching, you are watching Summer Games Done Quick Online 2021. Sometimes I can talk, sometimes I can't. That's just how it goes. So I am here today with Johnny Boomer, who is getting ready to do his upcoming Breath of the Wild All Dungeons run. How's it going, Johnny?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, I know today's been a bit hectic for you, but we're so glad you're here and that you could, make it back. Yeah.
Got here on time.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so about the run, I was told you just got a hefty new world record for all dungeons.
Yep. when was it? 2 days ago, I think. Maybe.
Yeah,
Or
like
a day
a
ago?
day or two ago. Like, congratulations, that's awesome. How much time did
Thank
you
you.
save on that?
A minute and a half. It was actually a really, really good run. Actually,
Yeah,
very,
that's
very
good.
happy with it.
That's like good vibes for the marathon, I would say.
Yeah, I did play a lot, like every day.
Yeah.
I might have practiced a little bit too much, but it's fine.
No, I'm sure it'll show. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
So I know that you've like really gotten started with 100%. Like Breath of the Wild is like your main bread and butter.
Yep.
And you told me that you got started with 100%. Now, Johnny sent me a doc that he made that has like detailed breakdown of everything to do for 100%. So first of all, those who are looking to get into running Breath of the Wild and want to attempt a 100% run, he's got the doc for you. It is so thorough and beautifully laid out. I was very impressed. It's a lot. It's like it looks intimidating, but it also looks extremely helpful. So like that's amazing work. So good job with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. How long do you think that took you to make?
Well, I wasn't actually at the start. I wasn't planning on making it, and then someone in the community asked me, "Oh, I heard you wanted to make your own route." I'm like, "Oh, sure, I guess." And then I started making it, and it took me like, let's say, 6 months to like figure out everything, and then play through it myself, and then actually making the document, which is like so much work.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like work. I had fun doing it. So
yeah, that's good. And so it seems like this is what people use now.
Yeah, I wanted to make it as easy as possible for people who wanted to run Breath of the Wild 100%, because it's very annoying and long to learn. So just wanted to make it easier.
Right. I hear there are like a few Korok seeds you need to pick up along the way.
Yeah, a couple, 1 or 900.
I'm telling you, everyone, this doc has like, it's got like parts of the map up on the side after all of the extensive notes. And it has like the actual line direction, like line mapping of where to go from like seed to seed to seed to shrine to it's very impressive. I've just been looking at it this afternoon. It's awesome. So I wanted to know some more about, because 100% was your thing. What do you think the transition was like for you going from 100% to all dungeons?
It was very different, because 100% I'm kind of just like chilling, because it didn't really matter what I did. I just had to play the game for 18 hours and it's fine. But when you do all dungeons, you have to like actually do everything right, and everything you don't do something right, it's like a minute lost. It's like basically a run over. So it's definitely a different mindset. But it's a lot more fun, actually.
You think all dungeons is more fun?
Yeah. Because if you do everything correct, it feels so good.
Yeah. And it sounds like, especially for you, with the different kind of focus.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Which makes sense. So because like Breath of the Wild is your main thing, what really got you into this in the first place? Like, why start speedrunning? Why Breath of the Wild?
I needed something like, I used to play WoW a lot, but my guild kind of disbanded, and then I had nothing. Like I played in top end raiding guilds, which take away all of your time basically. So I needed something else to keep me busy, and I really liked Breath of the Wild. So I thought, I like speedrunning. 100%, why not? It's only 24 hours. This will keep me busy, I guess. And it did. It did. I took a month to learn it, and then started running 100%, which, kept me busy for like at least 3 or 4 months. And then I took a break, I think, for a little bit.
So just giving yourself a really long speedrun was like your gateway game into speedrunning more. Like, do you think you might pick up things outside of Breath of the Wild now, especially now that you've done like all dungeons?
I've been thinking about it. Like, I wanted to try out Majora's Mask, but I couldn't get one of the tricks and then instantly quit. So I don't know, Majora's Mask or Banjo-Kazooie. And Kazooie. I would try out maybe.
Yeah, very different styles of speedruns, but I mean, obviously both great games and they both have plenty of information in their communities that you could look at. So yeah, awesome. Well, I know, hopefully we'll get to see you do some of that stuff in the future, but very excited for your run coming up. And thank you so much for chatting with me today. I can't wait. All of these games right now, I'm so excited for. So thanks again. And
thank you.
Yeah, of course. And so next up, we have the showcase you've all been waiting for, Dance Rush Stardom, which if you were hanging around a little bit ago, you got to hear me speaking with AGKin. It was a blast. So I cannot wait to see the showcase. And then we have Breath of the Wild. It's just, this night it's so good. So please stick around and watch. And I will be handing it back up to the wonderful Mr. Game & Shout in the meantime. So thank you all so much.
Thank you, Kung Fu. I am also looking forward to seeing that run later. It's such a good night. Like, how does the schedule get this good? I don't know how. Honestly, I don't care how. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy it. All right. I want to get in another donation real quick here. I've got a $100 donation here from Ryan. This is for my young daughter, Jane, who is beginning her video game journey and loves Princess Peach. Ryan, thank you so much for that donation. I love hearing about when GDQ becomes a family thing. I've got a couple of young kids. I can't wait until they're old enough to really get into gaming and enjoy it. So keep those family donations coming too, please. That is just, it's heartwarming. I absolutely love it. We're going to take another quick break. Do not go anywhere. Any of you, even you, Kevin. I'm looking at you, Kevin. You can pick which Kevin you are. We will be right back, and I will be looking for you when we get back, Kevin. And we are back. It's great to see y'all enjoying the tunes here. Like, we got some bangers going on. It is going to be a wonderfully musical night here in just a little bit as well. So, let's get in another donation real quick here. I have a $50 donation from Clark. that Ganon print is too spicy not to donate, and the chance to get more GDQ with My, it's a no-brainer. Okay, so a couple of good points there. Point number one, we are still working on adding another game to the marathon. We've got My Finale bonus game. We are still working on that right now. We're at about $52,600 out of $120,000. So we've got about 60, trying to do math in my head, 67 and a bit $1,000 to go. You've got about 2 runs left to get there. It seems like a lot of time. It's not going to be a lot of time. Please keep those donations coming. Also, Clark is right. That Ganon print's in this prize block, isn't it? Oh, okay. Wait, no. I got this. Okay, hold on a second.
Hey everyone, so welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick Online 2021. My name is Sent, and I'm joined here by Angle, our favorite photographer, head of photography for Games Done Quick. We call him Angle, of course, because of all of the great angles he gets. That's right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Being brought here because I'm cute.
Oh yeah, exactly. What brings you to this side of the camera angle?
I don't know, just feeling obtuse.
Oh, hold on, I'm really sorry. Who's calling me during a price segment? Let me just.
They're trying to reach you about your extended car's warranty.
Let me just answer that. Hello.
Welcome everyone to Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online.
Hello.
I am Mr. Game and Shout. This is Sent, and we have some amazing prizes that we want to talk to you about here. Oh my goodness. Hey, Sent, sorry.
I keep telling you, I don't even have a car, much less a car warranty. How do you keep getting my number? Why do these people always call me? When I'm busy too, of all times, like, come on. I don't understand it.
They really want you to get that extended warranty on your car.
They apparently do. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick. This is actually Angel Cano, our head of photography for Games Done Quick.
Hello.
An awesome dude, and someone who loves prizes, right?
I do. I love them so much.
You have to love prizes. And Angel, we have so many great prizes to talk about. And all of them that we're going to talk about right now are ending at Breath of the Wild, which is just a couple of runs away. We got Dance Rush, then we got Breath of the Wild. And you know what happens right after Breath of the Wild, Angel?
What happens?
We have My Finale, but only if we get enough money to get that bonus game in the marathon. I think right now we're about $60,000 away from making that happen. But I know we can make that happen. I'm sure you definitely can. Twitch chat, and let's look at some of the prizes that you can win by donating to make that happen. So first up from Itazan here, we have this absolutely beautiful pin. It's a Breath of the Wild version of the Master Sword Angel. You like Breath of the Wild, right?
Love it.
Excellent game. I really love that game, and I love this pin. Love the flower accents on the Master Sword. Love everything about it because it looks so clean, and it's only a $5 minimum donation.
Only $5
for a quality pin like this?
Wow.
Yeah, come on. Make sure to get those donations in before Breath of the Wild for sure. From Wolf Shadow, we have a pair of beautiful iron-on patches. First off, we have a pair of Half-Life patches. We've got the Lambda symbol, Gordon Freeman's classic freedom symbol, as as the symbol of the Black Mesa Labs. So you get both of those for a $5 minimum donation if you win that one. And then for Breath of the Wild, we have all 4 of the Divine Beasts. You can see great pictures of both of them over at GamesDoneQuick.com. Just go click on the prize link. Should be somewhere right up there. You're going to be able to see it. They look great. Thank you so much, Wolf Shadow, for sending those out to us.
Thank you.
Now from TL Creativity, Angel, we got this.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful Legend of Link print right here. Again, I'm a big fan of this. I love the composition. I like the Hylian, crest shining light down on Link. It's just a super cool idea for a print. And I mean, people have been correcting me that Link technically does speak, but I mean, Link doesn't really speak, right?
Excuse me. He does say a couple of words in certain games.
It's certain games, maybe games that we like to forget. But this print is absolutely beautiful. $15 minimum donation until the end of Breath of the Wild. Thank you so much to TL Creativity for sending it out. Now, from our good friend Puzzle P.
Oh, Puzzle P.
Yeah, Puzzle P. Always making great art for us, always helping out with the events when she can. We have this beautiful Madeline Strawberry painting. Strawberry Feels Forever. It's a $20 minimum donation from now until the end of Breath of the Wild. I love it. And I love that you can really see Puzzle P's art style on this when we zoom into it, right? Just all of those little doodles and the hidden words and the hidden pictures included in the background, but also just that super vibrant and well-shaded Madeline and winged strawberry in the foreground. Absolutely excellent. Thank you so much, Puzzle P. Again, $20 minimum donation if you'd like to win it. Make sure to get those donations in. From RecTech EXE, we have a similarly beautiful painting here of Hateno Village from Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, Angel. We got everything you need in that village, right? We got the windmill.
I've ran around that damn village so many times.
You should recognize the topography. You've probably been there a bunch, of course.
A bunch.
Yeah,
there's that shrine.
There it is. No, but it's a really cool painting.
It is.
And I love the isometric kind of point of view you get on this. It's something really different that you don't get in like a third-person action video game, right? You never see Hateno Village from this angle.
Right.
And that makes it super cool. Rectech EXE sent it out to us. And again, $20 minimum donation. Thank you so much. Now, let's talk about this adorable little friend here.
I like that Pokemon.
Like, come on. Yes, this is my favorite Pokemon too, Angel. But in actuality, this is a lovely Lionel plush sent to us by Stitchery Geekery. Yeah, I know you've died enough to these that you might have trauma from them, Angel, but come on.
No way.
It's too adorable
It doesn't
to be
have
a Lionel,
the blood
right?
in its eyes.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's got this like beautiful flowing hair.
Yeah.
I want to know what hair care products it uses.
Right.
I got to get some of those. My hair always looks bad on camera.
Blood of the chosen one.
You think I can pick that up at the store, or am I going to have to go somewhere?
You go to the right store.
All right, fair enough. $25 minimum donation. Thank you so much to Stitchery Geekery for sending that out to us. There are so many absolutely amazing prizes we have. We have these lovely laser cut Half-Life logos. They're upside down. You got to spin it all the way around till we get to the lambda symbol there. Yeah, it really does. I mean, it's a solid piece of metal, right? That's been laser cut.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We got 3 of them. Solid piece of metal, laser cut into a disc shape, and then the logo itself is a chain link fence that's been cut down and painted.
Wow, repurposed. That's amazing.
It's super cool. And of course, it comes in 3 colors. They come as a set together. You've got the original orange, the blue shift blue, and the opposing forces green. You can see a great picture of them all together over at gamesdonequick.com. $25 minimum donation. And thank you so much to Brian Newland for crafting those and sending those out. They are, I don't think I can say we've ever had chain link fence as a prize before, and I definitely can't say it's ever looked that good.
We've tried, and it hasn't looked good.
Yeah, no, I know that sculpture you wanted to send in. Just it didn't work out. I'm sorry, Angel. One day.
You don't appreciate modern art.
One day. And of course, we have 2 absolutely amazing $50 day prizes. These are available until the end of X2. You got to get in a $50 donation to be eligible for them. So get in a $50 donation. This is the hand-drawn peach sketch from Lara Pie. I mean, Angel, just look at this. This looked like a print. This looked like, it was done digitally. If you look real close in here, that's colored pencil. Like, you can see the colored pencil scratchings everywhere on this picture.
The quality on this thing is outrageous.
It's absurd. Again, I said it earlier. This is one of the reasons that I love doing these segments, and I love getting hands-on with these prizes, because this is something that I'm sure you could look at a flat still image of and go, that's kind of cool.
Sure.
You look at this and you go, oh.
Yeah. You have this in your house.
Real cool.
Yeah, if you have this in your house, people are going to ask you about this, because it is amazing. They'll be like, what Renaissance piece is that?
Who's the artist behind that? We got to know. Absolutely beautiful. $50 minimum donation from now until the end of X2. Make sure to get those donations in. And thank you so much to Lara Pie for sending it out. And of course, to go with it, we have this absolutely lovely,
you got it,
wearable Samus helmet from Metroid. Yeah, if you want to grab the stand right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be great. We can show off the stand too. I really love the stand too because it's got the screw attack symbol on it. And I think that's just like, Mavmade didn't have to do that, right? That was just a little fun extra touch that he threw in to be awesome, and I love it. But of course, we have the helmet right here. It is a fully wearable Samus helmet. It even fits my massive head, although it probably doesn't fit over this headset, unfortunately. But you can see through the visor. Like, it is perfectly functional. It's really cool.
It's
yeah, I'm a huge fan of it. $50 minimum donation until the end of X2. Thank you so much to Mavmade for sending it out. I'm just gonna kind of rotate it around so you can see all of it. Yeah, what's up, Angel?
Is the ship look like the helmet, or the helmet look like the ship?
Until I was holding this in my hands at like this angle, I never noticed that Samus's ship really looks like her helmet. What? Is that like an intentional design choice? Am I stupid?
I think it's got a visor in the front. And
it is, yeah.
That's
That's
right.
not a bit. I
That
just
is not a
realized that. Like, oh yeah, if you hide the visor, this kind of does just look like the Samus
But
ship
there's
flying
this
around.
visor in the front of the ship.
There is, yeah. No, it looks great. Thank you so much to Mad Maiden. Of course, we've got 2 amazing grand prizes, $250
grand prizes.
cumulative donations. We have, of course, this amazing PC behind me, the Skytech Mark 9 custom gaming PC. Shout out to the Skytech Gaming for sending it out. It is a massive beast of a machine. It's so important that Angel's just going to push my head right out of the way so that you all can see it in all of its RGB glory. Absolutely wonderful rig. Thank you so much to Skytech Gaming for sending that out. And of course, from our friends over at Heroic Replicas, we have your choice of one of 18 different special, unique Heroic Replicas. So many great options, Angel. What one do you like out of the bunch?
I gotta say, I like the Megaton hammer.
The Megaton hammer?
It is heavy. You can do things with it.
I was gonna say you could work out with it. Just lift it.
Supposed to be with one hand, but I'm not a Goron, so
yeah, do some squats. That's train like a Goron. That's what it's all about.
That's right. And you just be all upper body and tiny legs.
Hey, that fits the bill, frankly.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much to Heroic Replicas and to David Heroic Replicas for sending that out for us. We, of course, have a full album and list of choices that you can find over at gamesdonequick.com.
So many choices.
They are all amazing. Now, before we go, Angel, there is one more thing we should definitely talk about.
What's that?
We should talk about what Games Done Quick is doing throughout the entire month of July.
Oh.
And that is that we are donating all of the revenue we receive from subs and bits, minus what we need to pay to taxes,
of course,
right back to charity. We're giving it right back to MSF.
Wow.
So that means those sub trains you see going, that's
about 'em?
money that is going right back to MSF. Now, here's where it gets good, Angel, right?
Go ahead.
Because if you got Amazon Prime, right? And I'm sure a lot of us do, this past year with the pandemic, we're ordering stuff, we're trying to stay home as much as possible.
Yep.
Then you know what? You've got Prime Gaming. And if you got Prime Gaming, you connect those accounts, then every month you get a free sub to a channel of your choice.
That's right.
And the streamer gets the full revenue amount for that sub. So, you got Amazon Prime, your mom's got Amazon Prime, your wife's got Amazon Prime, your husband's got Amazon Prime, your friend's got Amazon Prime they're not using. They can use that subscription to Games Done Quick, and we're going to take the revenue we receive from it after taxes, give it right back to the charity, and that's just incredible.
Yeah, call your friends, call your family, let them know.
They're
not using it.
They're not using it. Put it to some good use.
That's right.
Well, I think that's all the time we have, Angel. It was great to have you here. Always love working with you, my friend. Awesome dude to hang around with. If any of you ever have questions about anything going on in the marathon, you can always head over to gamesdonequick.com and check out the tracker because it's got all the information you need. It's going to tell you about upcoming speedruns that you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss Breath of the Wild. You don't want to miss Dance Rush. You especially don't want to miss My later tonight. It's going to tell you about all of the upcoming incentives you can donate towards, like that bonus game incentive to get My into the marathon. Let me tell you, there are some secrets hidden behind that My run. You want it in there. We've got some cool stuff lined up. And of course, all of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating during Summer Games Done Quick 2021. Now, back to my favorite assistant, Shout. Why don't you take it away?
Hi, Shout.
He hung up on me. I just wanted to talk about the awesome prizes, and he hung up on me. That's the last time I work remotely. All right, everybody, welcome back. You are still watching Summer Games Done Quick 2021 online. I am Mr. Game & Shout, and I can't stay too upset for too long because as that prize segment was starting, we just crossed $1.2 million raised for Doctors Without Borders. That is amazing. You all are incredible. Thank you so much for all of the support, all of the love, all of the donations. Just unbelievable. All right. Let's try something new. I've just got word. We are ready over at the arcade. So this is going to be a fun one. Eduken, my friend, show us your moves.